Hey, what's up guys? Mid-City here back again with another video, and today I am going to be giving you my review of Hyperscape, which is Ubisoft's Battle Royale that they just released on console. Now I'm going to be doing this review with console in mind. I've only played it on PS4, so keep that in mind. Now I'm going to delve into the pros, and then I'll give you the cons afterwards. First and foremost, the movement system in this game is right up there with Titanfall 2. I think Titanfall 2 is the golden standard for movement in first-person shooters. If you've never tried it, then you've got to go get Titanfall 2 and try out the movement system. It is one of the most fluid and most satisfying things I've ever experienced in a first-person shooter. Now, this movement system rivals that. That's how good this movement system is. Sliding feels incredible. There's a double jump as well. So there's a lot of verticality to this game, which I really appreciate and enjoy. It encourages movement, which is the exact opposite of Modern Warfare. It's just, this does not encourage camping. You want to participate with this movement system. You want to be moving around the map. And that's how the skill gap is increased too. That brings me on to the next point. The skill cap in this game and the skill ceiling is insane. Now, with this crazy movement system, there's a lot of skill involved. And then you toss in these abilities or hacks that you can utilize, as well as a good array of weapons. There are so many layers of depth and strategy to this game that you have to learn, and that you have to practice, and that you have to figure out. So the learning curve of this game is massive. I really like that about this. It's super action-packed because of all the things I mentioned before. This is a non-stop action battle royale, in my opinion, and I love that about it. Now, the third pro that I want to list off is that the looting system is really cool. So say you get a shotgun and an SMG. Now, oh wow, you have these weapons, and you can come across these weapons pretty easily. There's not really any rare weapons. There are loot crates that you can get that have higher rarity weapons, but I'll get into that later. So if you've already looted a shotgun and you find another shotgun while you're looting around, you can pick it up and it'll increase the level of the shotgun, and you can increase the level to 5, I think, off the top of my head, and 5 maxes out the weapon. And with weapons, that little level up, if you find a copy, it can increase the mag size, the damage, the fire rate, stuff like that. Now with hacks or your abilities that you're able to use, you can utilize 2 of them. If you find copies of them, it will decrease the cooldown time, which is super integral as well. So I really like this loot system. It's very unique. You haven't really seen it in a battle royale, at least I haven't, that I've played, and I really like that as well. Now the time to kill, I feel like a lot of people are really complaining about the time to kill and how long it takes to kill people, but the movement system, I think it gives this really cool cat and mouse chase. Like when you get someone down low, then they start trying to parkour, and it turns into this epic like parkour running across rooftops through buildings and stuff. I don't think the time to kill is that bad, especially it encourages headshots. Headshots can melt people in this game, don't get it twisted. So I think that further increases the skill gap between players as well. Now, I'm trying to think, it's cosmetics only, that's a huge plus to me as well. All in all, I had a lot of fun with this game. It's my favorite battle royale right now, to be completely honest, and I did not see that coming. Now, let me list the cons now, not to make the game sound like it's flawless. Now, cons. The loading loading times for the game are atrocious. It takes way too long. The lobby will be full of players ready to boot off, and it'll just sit there. It takes way too long to matchmake into a match, especially if you get toasted right at the start of a match and then you have to re-queue up. And also, they don't have a queue up button for after you die. You have to exit out of the whole match, start a whole new match, wait in the waiting lobby, then it finally goes and you're back into a match. It's way too long. I'm sure that'll get smoothed out over time. Now, another thing is, I've been mentioning that skill gap as a positive, but I think that can also be a negative. The skill ceiling is super high. This is not a game that you're going to be able to pick up and be a god at or really understand thoroughly during your first play session if it's a short one. And I think that can also play to its deficit because new players are going to join. I did. And I got spanked, dude, in my first few matches. I was like, I suck at this game. And the aim assist is very slight on console. It's not very heavy. And so you have to get adjusted to the aiming and movement and system. So it's not going to be an easy you can't just slide into this game. It's going to be kind of a jumping into the deep end, so to speak, and then smoothing it out and swimming to the shallow end, which could be to its deficit. I think this is going to be more of a niche game. I don't think it's super beginner player friendly, but that's just my opinion, and only time will tell. But those are the two biggest negatives, I would say. The third negative is that the map, it does look really good from above while you're dropping. There are really unique looks to the buildings and stuff, but buildings are copy and pasted way too much. The insides of buildings, a majority of the buildings are just so plain. It almost looks like a beta version of a game when they haven't fleshed out the insides of a building. It just doesn't look very pretty. I think that will probably get fleshed out and improved over time too. But all in all, those are most of the cons, I would say. I'm sure there's a little bit of balancing that needs to be had. The shotgun feels a little bit OP, in my opinion. There's a little bit of balancing involved with weapons that are also a con as well. But I highly suggest Hyperscape. Do not judge it. Don't judge it by its cover. It kind of seems like it's just a Ubisoft cash-in, that it doesn't do anything different, but it does. It feels completely different from any other Battle Royale available on the market right now. And if you hate camping in Battle Royales, if you want more action and you don't want that boring mid-game of Battle Royales, this is the Battle Royale to play and try out. I highly suggest it. Ubisoft has shown that they will stick with the game till it's good with Rainbow Six Siege. So I have a lot of faith in this game. I'm going to be sticking with it and playing it. Let me know if you guys want to see more content from that. I'm going to be streaming it a lot more often as well. But if this review helped you out, please leave a like and pop a sub if you're new or you enjoy mobile gaming content, because I do a lot of mobile gaming content. That's all I do on this YouTube channel. But I loved Hyperscape so much, I want to make this video and put it out there into the world. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and take it easy.